Hey yo, I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk about UFC 303 Pereira versus Prochazka 2. And before I start the video, please watch this video at 2 times the speed so that it saves some of your time and you can enjoy it. And also subscribe to my channel. I've got very few subscribers. Please subscribe. So let us start. Jiri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is going to defend his light heavyweight championship against Jiri Prochazka. And this is going to be a rematch, as we all know. This is going to be exciting. And as we all know, Michael Chandler was supposed to fight against Conor McGregor. Now that is not going to happen because I don't know. Conor have a toe injury or something. I don't know. He has some kind of a weird injury. But we don't care. We don't care. This is definitely going to be a more competitive fight, and definitely going to be a more interesting fight than that Conor versus Chandler fight. Okay, let's start from the early prelims. Ricky Simon is going to fight against Vinicius Oliveira. Ricky Simon is the only man to finish Merab Dvalishvili. He choked out Merab Dvalishvili, and now there is Vinicius Oliveira. I have no idea about this guy. I'm going to do some research right now at this spot. He's 28 years old. Nickname is Lock Dog. He is on a three fight winning streak. Okay, and this is going to be his second fight in UFC. He's fighting against Ricky Simon. I'm going to go with Ricky Simon by a unanimous decision or maybe a finish because Ricky Simon, he shows up to fight. Carlos Hernandez is going to fight against Ray Taisura. Ray Surya. And his last loss was against Tatsuro Taira, the man who just finished Alex Perez. So I'm going to go with, I have no idea about that other guy, the Japanese Ray Surya. I have no information regarding him. He looks like he belongs to a K-pop group. Honestly, he's 22 years old. He's younger than me, and he's going to fight at most probably flyweight. Current streak is 10 wins, and he hasn't lost. But I don't know. I don't know his abilities. Okay, he's a grappler, so I'm going to go with him. Yeah, this is going to be. I mean, I don't know. You guys, if you guys are people who want to make money out of this, I don't know. Pick any one of them. I have no idea about any of. I mean, Carlos Hernandez, he lost to Tatsuro Taira, so I'm going to go with Ray Surya. Maybe this will be his win. Who knows? He's the best flyweight in Japan, so I'm going to say he's going to defeat Carlos Hernandez by probably a unanimous decision or some kind of a ground and pound. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ray Surya by ground and pound. Andre Arlovsky versus Martin Buday. So Andre Arlovsky, I mean, how long has this guy been fighting? He's been fighting what? He has what? 57 fights. He's been fighting since forever. I mean, let's just take a look at his record. Like his first fight was back in 1999. Wow, that's like 25 years. They said that MM careers are short-lived. Martin Buday lost to Shamil the Deal, whatever, that Meal Deal Gaziev guy. Like, how can you lose to Shamil Gaziev? And prior to that, he was on a crazy winning streak. I'm going to go with Martin Buday by some weird decision. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, this is going to be at heavyweight, so I don't really care. None of them are really in their prime. Like, Martin Buday, I don't know jack shit about him, but he lost to Shamil Gaziev, the guy who ran out of gas, the guy who could not breathe. Like, come on, dude. Andre Arlovsky is a legend of the game, but unfortunately, I think he's going to lose. God knows how many years. He's really old. Michelle Waterson Gomez is fighting against Jillian Robertson. I'm going to go with Jillian Robertson because Michelle Waterson Gomez has not won a fight since forever. I haven't seen her winning a fight for like last 3 years. Yeah, her last win was in 2020. For the last 4 years, she hasn't won a fight. So I'm going to go with Jillian Robertson. Even though I don't think she's a good fighter either, but I'm going to go with Jillian Robertson. Peyton Talbot is fighting against Yanis Gemuri. I don't know about this guy. He's French. So I'm going to go with Peyton Talbot by, I think, a third round finish. I'm going to go with Peyton Talbot by a third round TKO. He is like Sean O'Malley, but he has got better grappling than Sean, in my opinion. I don't know much about him, but he's 25 years old. He's fairly young, and he fights good. He's a really entertaining striker, and he, I think, finished Cameron Simon in his last fight. And about this Yanis Gemuri dude, I have never seen him fight. He also lost to William Gomez. I don't know if William Gomez is a good fighter, but I think Peyton Talbot should win this fight by, I think, a third round TKO. Charles Jourdain is fighting against John Silva. Charles Jourdain, if you guys don't know, he defeated Kron Gracie. He put a beat down on Kron Gracie. I think he retired Kron Gracie, in my opinion. I think he retired Kron Gracie, yep, for good. John Silva, I have no idea about this guy. Is on a crazy win streak, but okay, this is going to be his second fight in UFC. Interesting. This is going to be his second fight in UFC. So let's see. I'm going to go with Charles Jourdain. Who did he lose to? He lost to Sean Hutchinson, Ricardo Ramos, Kron Gracie. I have no idea about John Silva, so I'm going to go with Charles Jourdain by a unanimous decision, maybe. Cub Swanson is fighting against Andre Fili. Again, this is going to be probably a boring fight, maybe a unanimous decision or a split decision for any one of them. I'm going to go with Andre Fili because he's younger. He's 34. He's not exactly that young, but I'm going to go with Andre Fili. Joe Piper is fighting against Marc-Andre Boreal. I think he recently lost to Chris Curtis, which was in 2024 itself. Joe Piper lost to Jack Hermanson. So I'm going to go with Joe Piper by, again, I would say a third round knockout. I mean, it will be interesting to see if he has recovered from the beatdown or that loss that he had against Jack Hermanson. But I'm going to go with Joe Piper by maybe a third round finish or maybe a unanimous decision. Ian Machado Garry versus Michael Venom Page. Now, this is an interesting fight. A lot of people are saying that Ian Garry is going to lose this fight, but I think Ian Garry is going to win this fight by a unanimous decision. Maybe it will be a boring fight. Maybe he will keep running away. Maybe he won't engage that much. But I think he will win on points. He will win decisively. It will be a dominant unanimous decision, but boring. As far as Michael Venom Page is concerned, I think he is good. He's really good. But he's 37 years old. In his last fight, he fought against Jeff Neal. And Jeff Neal decided not to grapple with him. Maybe Ian Garry will find a way to win. A lot of people hate Ian Garry, which, again, that is kind of his fault when he behaves like in a certain way. He brought his own family into his whatever. I don't want to talk much about his personal life, but it's just that his personality and persona are not really that entertaining or whatever. But I'm going to go with Ian Garry. I think he wins this by unanimous decision. Okay. Mayra Bueno Silva versus Macy Chiasson. Okay. I'm going to go with Mayra Bueno Silva. I think she's on a winning streak. No, she lost to Raquel Pennington. Isn't Raquel Pennington currently the champion? Yeah, I think she's the champion, right? Raquel Pennington is the champion. Yeah, she is going to fight against Meiji Chiasson. I don't know about her record. Let me check. She lost to Irene Aldana and she won against Penny Kianzad. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with this girl, Mayra Bueno Silva. I'm going to go with her. I think she wins this probably by a finish or maybe ground and pound. Who knows? Maybe a unanimous decision. Okay. Anthony Smith, the best fighter on paper, the greatest of all time on paper. I mean, off paper, I don't know, but he definitely defeated that Vitor Petrino guy. Was it Vitor Petrino? Yeah, Vitor Petrino. He finished Vitor Petrino. That was such an entertaining fight. Vitor Petrino has the worst fight IQ ever. 36. He has also like 57 fights, I believe. Yes. Anthony Smith has 57 fights, and he's going to fight against Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is also coming off a loss. He lost against Nasruddin Imavov, I think. Yeah, he lost against Nasruddin Imavov. That was he lost by majority decision. I think that was a unanimous decision kind of a loss. The dude is like, that fight was really bad. So I'm going to go with Anthony Smith. Also, this is going to be a light heavyweight. I have never seen Roman Dolidze in light heavyweight. So I'm going to go with Anthony Smith by, again, unanimous decision. I think Anthony Smith can win a decision because it's really difficult to get Anthony Smith out of that octagon if you do not finish him. And Roman Dolidze, I don't know. He couldn't finish Nasruddin Imavov. I mean, Imavov is a good fighter, but come on. That was at middleweight. So this is going to be a light heavyweight. So I'm going to go with Anthony Smith because he has been fighting in the light heavyweight division for a longer period of time. Okay, now this fight is something that I'm really interested in. Brian T. City Ortega, Brian the Eagle Ortega, the old eagle, the bald eagle Ortega versus Diego, the man of the hour, Lopes. See, my heart says it is going to be a Diego Lopes win because he has all the momentum in his favor, but Brian T. City Ortega actually has skills. He has really good skills. It's just that he is physically not that strong. I think that is where Diego Lopes is going to be benefited in this fight. Diego Lopes is physically stronger than a lot of featherweights in UFC. That's the reason he gave a lot of problem to Movsar Evloev. So I'm going to go with Diego Lopes, but I want to talk about this fight in detail. Uh, Brian TCT Ortega lost. I mean, he won his last fight against Yair Rodriguez. He finished Yair Rodriguez by, um, I think, was it a rear naked choke? I don't exactly remember, but he did finish Yair with a submission. It was in round 2, arm triangle. Yeah, it was an arm triangle choke. It was a really, really good performance by Brian Ortega, actually. He got beaten up in the first round. He hurt his knee or his ankle, I don't remember. And everyone was counting him out, including me. I counted him out, but I was wrong, and he won that fight. In this fight, also, I'm not really counting him out. For Diego Lopes, I just think Diego Lopes is a better grappler. He's definitely a much, much better grappler than, what is the name? Yair Rodriguez. But the question is Diego Lopes good enough to survive or to hang around with Brian Ortega when it comes to the grappling, when it comes to the grappling? Because Diego Lopes, his grappling is good. He went and grappled with Movsar Evloev. Evloev does not really have great jiu-jitsu, but he has really good submission defense. He has really good takedowns. His grappling is good. He's a good grappler. He doesn't really finish any of his opponents, but he still manages to win. And Diego Lopes took that fight in like short, I think it was like 5 days notice or 2 days notice. I don't exactly remember. But I thought he was going to lose this fight. I had no idea about Diego Lopes, and I predicted Evloev to win that fight decisively. But Lopes definitely gave him a fight. And since then, he hasn't looked back. He has had, what, like 3 fights in UFC after that, and all 3 of them he won. And he won all of them by finish. He finished Pat Sabatini, Gavin Tucker, Sadiq Yusuf. Brian Ortega is definitely better than all 3 of them. But I'm still going to go with Diego Lopes. I think he wins this by probably a unanimous decision. Yeah, because Brian Ortega is not really that easy to finish, in my opinion. So I think I'm more interested to see how the grappling exchanges are going to look between these two, because they both have got really good grappling. I'm really interested. Diego Lopes, a good black belt. Brian Ortega, again, a really good black belt under Henry Gracie. So I'm going to go with Diego Lopes by a unanimous decision. I hope Diego Lopes does some ground and pound because he's good in it. Now, the main event, Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka 2 for the light heavyweight championship. This is going to be the second defense of Alex Pereira. And in their last fight, Alex, I think, knocked him out in the 3rd round or 2nd round. Was it 2nd round that Alex knocked him out? I don't exactly remember. Yeah, round 2, 4 minute 8 second of round 2. And I think this fight kind of, in my opinion, this fight also might look similar, but I think Alex Pereira is going to finish Jiri Prochazka in the 4th round, because, I mean, Jiri has got good confidence after that fight against Alexander Rakic. I think Jiri Prochazka's confidence is back. His confidence is back. That's what I meant to say, because that fight that he had against Pereira was his comeback fight, because he was retired, not exactly retired, but he took a really long time off because of his injury. Then he came back and fought Pereira, which is not exactly a nice comeback fight. Like, your warm-up fight should not be Alex Pereira. That's not a good fight to warm up. But then after that, he fought against Alexander Rakic, and he did look good in that fight. I mean, Rakic was doing everything right, but it's just that he took those punches to his face and just kept moving forward. He ate those kicks, he ate those punches, those knees, whatever Rakic was throwing to his face, he took them on the chin and still knocked Alexander Rakic out. But the difference is, if you have that same strategy against Alex Pereira, you're going to get knocked out. Alexander Rakic and Alex Pereira, they're both kind of kickboxers, both good strikers. But Alex Pereira is like 10 times better than Alexander Rakic. His power is phenomenal. Like, Pereira's power is second to none in UFC right now, pound for pound. All he needs to do is just touch you, and then you go down. So I'm going to go with Alex Pereira by a 4th round finish or maybe a 5th round finish. I don't think this is going to go the distance. With both of these men swinging it like crazy, I don't think this is going to go the distance. Maybe, who knows? But I'm going to go with Alex Pereira by a 4th or 5th round finish. So I guess that's it from this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, then drop a like, and please subscribe to my channel. I've got very few subscribers. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of this year. And share this video to your friends and family who enjoy MMA. And yes, peace out.